Hey, one of the things that you have to do different with Tesla than with other cars, whenever you go anywhere, especially long distance trips, is to plan it out effectively. And that can be challenging for people if you're not familiar with how to do that. So I wanted to make a little, car's been off for a while. I wanted to get some heat going. A little video explaining how to do this. First of all, go to your maps, and let's say like right now is Thursday. So I'm leaving for a trip tomorrow, and I'm going to go to Wake Forest, North Carolina. Now I can easily enough figure out how long it's going to take me to get to Wake Forest by just typing in Wake Forest. And what happens is, based on how much battery you have, I got 191 miles of range, which is a lot. It's going to plot out the course. It's going to tell you where to go, which superchargers to stop at. What's really cool is if you click on the supercharger, you can see exactly who's there, if you're going to wait or not. So far, I've never had to wait for superchargers. Anyway, that's where we're going, all the way down the Wake Forest. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, but it will tell me approximately how long. Now, the thing is, on the way back, and with any of these trips, whether you're going down here or coming back, when you arrive at your location, it's going to have very minimal amount of battery left. It's not going to leave you with a full battery. Now, I can tell you when I come back here, since there is no supercharger where I am up here in Northern Virginia, I'm still waiting for one to be built in Tyson's, and I don't have a supercharger at any of the houses that I stay at. So I've got to use Tesla stuff. Anyway, let's say it's going to take, because I've got a full battery, I can drive all the way down to Chester. That's right near the Curve of Death. If you watch my Curve of Death videos, it's right near the Chester supercharger there south of Richmond. Then I'll get down here, Wake Forest with 15% left. See, not much, which is fine because there's a supercharger down in Raleigh. I can probably make it to that. But let's see how long it's going to take. 4 hours and 44 minutes. So that's with a fully charged battery, not having to stop much. Now let's say on the way back, I'm gonna have to guesstimate. It's gonna take some math here, some figuring this out. On the way back, let's say I don't have 191 miles on my battery. Let's say I only have 150. I might have to stop twice. So that's gonna add another half hour to my trip, which is gonna be 5 hours and 15 minutes. And then I'm gonna wanna stop and probably charge another 45 minutes at the last stop before I get. So instead of being 5 hours and 50, it's going to take about 6 hours to drive back. I'd say at a minimum. That's if I don't have to wait or there's any other weird problems going on. So I figure I want to be back here by maybe 8 o'clock at night. So if the drive is going to take 6 hours, that means that I'm going to have to leave my destination down here in Wake Forest about 2 p.m. And then I'll arrive hopefully back by 8 p.m. With a fully charged battery. So just something to keep in mind. It's one thing to plan the trip out. It's another thing to try to do it in reverse and end up with a full battery, especially if you want a full battery like me on the way back. So let me know any kind of tips and tricks that you have about long distance driving with your Tesla and supercharging in the comments below. Thanks for watching.